Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely well. So guys, in today's video we are going to solve cognizant deductive and inductive practice questions which are based on figures. So if you are also going to appear for your GenC examination very soon, this video is going to be very helpful for you because we are going to solve a lot of practice questions based on deductive and inductive reasoning. So make sure that you attempt all the questions because these are going to be very important and very in large number these questions will be asked in the exam. So if you prepare this question, you will get a good practice of questions beforehand before attempting the actual assessment. So without wasting any time, let's start with today's video. But before that, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel as I regularly upload these kinds of helpful preparation related material on my channel. Not only that, I also have a complete preparation related playlist for Cognizant on my channel. If you see Cognizant Prep, and I have already uploaded a lot of videos related to preparation like your aptitude logical reasoning question, okay, and your gamified aptitude questions, see practice questions for gamified, and then aptitude assessment which is quantitative aptitude. So I have posted a lot of practice videos. Make sure to practice from those as well, which will give you a complete idea of how actual questions will come in the exam. So let's now start with our first question. Let's look at this question. We have the question is select a figure from amongst the answer figures which will continue the same series as established by the 5 problem figures. So see, we have problem figures and we have answer figures. See, these are like 5 problem figures from A to E, and then we have to figure out what will come in the next series after E. Okay. So we are also having some answer figures. So based on from these, we have to select which one will be the next one that will come after E. Okay. So let's try to understand it. So guys, again, before we look at the solution, pause the video, understand or try to analyze the figure. Then only you will understand what pattern is getting followed. Okay, because these kinds of questions seems very complicated when you see. Okay, you see a lot of characters that are there, lot of images there that are there. You yourself will feel that okay, I cannot solve these questions, but you have to be very patient while solving this question. Okay, now let us see how we will solve this question. See, there is a very simple thing. Okay, I'll make the square first and we'll see the logic how the movement is happening of characters. Okay, so see, there are so many characters. Okay, so it's not like you have to focus on every single character. First pick any one single character and then follow that, or how the sequence of that is getting followed. Okay, and then we will reach on to the next character. So see, in this case we will focus on question mark. Okay, so if you see, question mark was initially at this position, so I will mark this position as position number 1. Okay, then where did the question mark moved next? Question mark moved here next time, right? So I will put this is the second position where question mark moved from position 1. Okay, in this way I have marked the arrow also so that we will understand. Next, in figure 3, where did the question mark moved? Question mark moved here. Okay, so this is the third position, and from where it came? It came from here to here, right? Now after this, where did the question mark went? Question mark came here. Okay, so this is the fourth position of the question mark from position number 3rd. I will mark it in this way. So from 3rd it came to 4th. Next, from here, where did it went? It went here. Okay, which is its 5th position. So from 4th it came to 5th. Now you might think that okay, we have found the different positions or the different movement of question mark from 1 to 5, but what about 6, where it will move in the 6th go, right? So let's see. Okay, so now instead of taking question mark, let's take some other character. Okay, so let's take a character from 2th position or 2nd position. Okay, let's take this square. Okay, so basically let me use a different ink and let me remove some things that the figure won't be very complicated. And let's now analyze it. Okay, again, so see, now we are taking the figure from 2nd position, so this is its position. Now if you notice where it is moving, again it is moving to 3, right? The sequence is following. After 3 it is coming to 4. Great, sequence is still getting followed. After 4 it is going to 5. Great. Then from here, where it is going to again center, which means after 5 the next sequence that is going to come is again this one. Okay, so 1 and 6 is basically same, you can say. Okay, so that is the pattern that is getting followed. Okay, first here, then here, then here, and then here, and then again here. Okay, just to be very sure that our logic is correct, let's try to traverse one more character or one more this thing. Okay, sign or whatever it is. So let me again clear it, these signs. So let me take a different ink. Okay, let's now see. So see, this time what we will do is we will take maybe this triangle. Okay, let's take this triangle and let's traverse this. So this is at third position, right? So after 3, let's see where it goes. After 3, it goes to here. This is what? This is fourth position, right? So after fourth, this is going where? This position. This is which? Fifth position. 3, 4, 5. And then where it will go next? In center. Again, right? This position it has came. Now after this, where it should go ideally? It should go to second one. See, it is going here. So after this, in the next figure, where it should go? It should go to 3, right? So it should come here. So you know, now in this way you can like solve without even watching the options also, you can solve the problem by your own. Okay, so see, we have already figured out this triangle, it should come here, right? And what we have figured out for question mark was here, right? So after 5, it should come on first, so question mark will come here. Equals was here, so after here the sequence goes to where? In this place, right? Then this one we have done, this one we have done, this one we have done. Question, this is square, so from 1 it should go to 2, right? Square, so it should be here. Then this one also we have taken, and then x, from here it should go to what? Fourth place. So let's see which of the options has this sequence. Okay, so see, in first option the square is not here, so we will not take that. In second option, square is here, triangle is here, question mark is here, x is here, and equals to is here. So see, the correct answer is option 2. Okay, so which is our option number B. So the correct answer for this question is option number B. And hope you understood it. What was the logic that was followed? See, you don't have to create the diagram in this way. See, once you have figured out the, like, you know, sequence, or like from where it is going, you can focus on one character only. Like, you know, after you have figured out this diagram or the sequence, you just have to take care that question mark is here, right? So what will be the new position of question mark? Question mark will be in center. So you have to see all the diagrams where the question mark is in center, and rest too you can directly, you know, cut off. And then out of these 3, okay, if you see that a question mark is coming in 3, then you need to take one more character. Okay, then you will further solve it. Okay, so in that way also, by like eliminating the options also, you can reach out to the final answer, or the other way is how we have solved it. So let's now move on to the next question. Let's look at this question that we have. Observe the problem figures given and select the option from the answers figure which will continue the same pattern and followed in the same figures. Okay, basically we are given a pattern figure, problem figure, where there are 5 patterns. Okay, A, B, C, D and E. Now we have to tell what will be the next pattern that will come after E. So for example, you can say what will be the pattern that will come on F. Okay, so, and these are the answer figures, so you have, your answer will be one of these figures. Okay, so whatever is your answer, according to that you have to select the option. Let's try to attempt this problem. See, let's try to understand the logic first. Okay, so if you see every character, okay, this looks something like this. Okay, I'm drawing the first figure here. Okay, so how many things are there? See, there are total of 5 things in one figure, right? 1, 2, 3. 2 are the brackets, 1 is arrow, 3, and 4 is this I, and 5th is this C. So there are total 5 things. So we will observe all the 5 things and try to generate or create our own next figure in this series. Okay, if you notice this first bracket, it is this bracket, right? Opening bracket, and then this is closing bracket, then again it is opening, then closing. So you can see the alternate pattern. One is one time opening, one time closing, opening, closing, opening. Then what should come? Closing, right? In our next figure. So here we have found out that this should be closing. Okay, then this one is the other way around. This is closing, opening. So this is initially closing, then it is opening in this case, then again closing, then again opening, closing. So in our figure it should be opening, right? Now let's talk about the arrows. So it is going up in this case, and then up, then down, then down. So it is 2 times continuous up and then 2 times continuous down. So in our case it will be, one time it is already up, so twice also it will be up. So in this case it will be going up. Okay, now let's talk about I and C. So initially it was IC, then CI, then again it became IC, then CI. So this is again alternate fashion, right? So IC, CI, IC, CI, IC, and then here it will be what? CI. So our pattern will be something like this. Okay, let me draw it correctly, so then we will compare it with our options. So this is our figure which should come on next sequence. Okay, which should be F. Let's see which of the options matches it. See, first one does not matches it, because in the first one this bracket itself is closing bracket, so first cannot be the answer. Let's see second one. Yes, this one is matching. If you see, this one is exactly matching. But wait, let's also see the other options, because you know sometimes we should not select any other option without even seeing the other options. Okay, So let's check all the other options, eliminate them, and then we will select the correct answer. See, this one is again wrong because the bracket itself is like opening bracket and not a closing one. So I will eliminate this one also. This one is bracket is fine, but arrow is going in the other direction. So this one is also wrong. And here also the bracket is not correct. So I will eliminate it. So the correct answer that we have got is figure number 2. So according to option, you have to select which is option number D, which is figure number 2. So the correct answer for this question is going to be option number D. Hope you have understood it. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's look at this question. The question is, observe the problem figures given and select one option from the answer figures which will continue the same pattern followed in the problem figures. Okay, so we are given 5 problem figures and we have to tell what will come in the next sequence, and we have to select the figure from the given answer figures. Okay, let's try to understand the pattern in this question. See, in this question we have so many things that are happening. Okay, so if you notice this bottom part first of all, okay, we'll have a look at this below part. Okay, so let me show you. So if you notice the below part, in the below part there is these lines, right? These things. Okay, so how they are proceeding? See, initially these lines were something like this. Okay, one straight line and then 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, and if you, this is like I'm talking about figure A. And if you see about figure B, what is happening? One is going from the front to the back. Okay, in this way it will go. So it will look something like this. Okay, straight line will come here and then 3 only will come here. In figure C, again one will go from front to back and then 2 circular brackets will come and then 2 will be left in the front, right? If you notice this one. In this way, let's find the like pattern, and we have to find figure F. So if you see, this one will be 3 circulars will come, 1 straight line and 1 circular, and in this one 4 circulars will come and then 1 straight line. So what is the next one now? So in the next one, again we will reach out to this position where the 1 straight line will come and then 4 circular things will come, right? So this is about the bottom part. So we have found out the bottom part. Now let's see the top portion. Okay, so I'm writing the bottom part first. So, and now let's see what is the logic that is getting applied in the top portion. See, there is this first thing has this circular bracket and then it is making an arc by adding one more. Then one more is coming here and then to complete it, one is added on the top, right? Let's see next. See, again it is like this. So what should happen is, see, this one should stay as it is, which is already added. Okay, this one will stay as it is. In our last figure, this one was the one. So what we have to do in the next figure, we have to add one more, because every time the arc is getting completed, right? So if you see, this will be our complete figure now. If you see, okay, on the top it should be something like this, and in the bottom. So let's figure out which can be the answer. So if you see, this is this one, this is correct. The top portion looks correct, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Even the bottom portion looks correct. Okay, it was only 4. I made one extra here, but yeah, I think this one is looking correct. But let's also see the other options also. See, this one is wrong because the arc completion here is wrong. Okay, so this one we are eliminating. If you see this one is also wrong because the bottom part is errorless here. Okay, this one is also wrong because of this. That is why we are eliminating this, and this one is also wrong because of which we are eliminating this. So the correct answer in this case is going to be option number, like not option number 1, but figure number 1. So the correct option will be option number C. Make sure that you select the correct options while selecting the final answer. Okay, so hope you have understood it. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's look at this question. Select a figure from amongst the answer figures which will continue the same series as established by the 5 problem figures. So guys, in this case we have problem figures and answers figures. Okay, so in problem figures we have 5 figures. We have to tell in the next series or what will be the 6th figure will be. Okay, and how we will select that 6 figures based on these answer figures that are given to us. Basically these can be our, you can say these are our options figures. Okay, so let's try to figure out how we will solve this problem. So guys, again I would suggest that before watching the solution of the problem, try to pause for a minute, try to understand the or analyze the logic of movement of image. Okay, that is from one image to another second image, how the movement of characters is happening, then you can easily figure out. Okay, so let us now understand how the movement is happening. So first of all, we will see this plus. Okay, we will start with this plus. So this plus is coming where? Here. Okay, then if you see, this plus is nowhere moving. Okay, but something else is coming, minus is coming here. So if you notice very carefully, what is happening is, the logic is this character, okay, is coming here, and then the second clockwise character, I would say, okay, because this character has nothing up to it, right? So this will now move to the next space, right? Then next one, which is next in the sequence, that is this triangle. So this triangle will come to this space, right? So this is coming here, and then the next character in line is this one. So this will come to this vacant space, right? Which is this one. So I hope you understood the logic, how the movement is happening. Okay, so let's try to create the figure that we have. See, in the first one, also you also have to focus about the other characters also. So let's understand. I'll create the figures, okay, and then we will understand how the movement is happening. So first one, I'll make this A figure, okay, this is A figure, and then we will also understand figure number B. So with that, we will understand few things, because we have understood how the movement of figures is happening, but we also have to understand few other things also. Okay, see, we have this one here, we have a square, we have circle which is filled, okay, and then we have an empty circle, and then we have a plus here. Yeah, no, not a plus. Okay, so basically the first one is empty. Okay, so there is nothing in that place. So there is nothing here. Okay, now let us check the sequence of the second image. That is empty circle here, filled circle here, and then a square, and then a triangle. Okay, I hope we have drawn all the figures. Yes. So now let us understand few things. See, as I told you, this sequence which is next in the series, you can say, is coming to this position which is vacant, right? So this plus has came here. Now once this has moved, let us analyze the other things. Okay, so see, all the other things are exactly in their same places, if you notice. Okay, this minus is at its own place, empty circle is at its own place, filled circle, square, so everyone is at its own place. Only the position change is happening is of this next sequence in line. Okay, so if you see, without watching the diagram, if you try to create the C, okay, how it will be created. See, plus will stay as it is. What is the next vacant space? This one is the next vacant space, right? So it will come here. So that is why I have made minus here. Rest everything will be in its own position, right? We have already seen that logic here. So let's try to see creating this third image, and let's see if our logic is correct or not. So if you see, minus, plus, empty circle, filled circle, square, and triangle. So see, we have understood the logic now. Now based on this logic, let's try to create the figure from option E to the next one, okay, which is our last figure that is given to us. From that, we will try to create the next figure. Okay, let me rough this extra work, and then we will figure it out. So see, in this way, once your concept is clear, then there is no chance that you will make mistakes in these kinds of problems. Okay, so see, I am taking this this one. Okay, this is E figure I am taking, and based on that, we will create F. Okay, which will be next in the sequence, which will be our answer figure, E, F. I'll quickly create E. So triangle, square, minus, plus, empty circle, and filled circle. These are the things that we have. Now see what we have understood. So the next in the sequence is what? Filled circle, right? So it will come where? It will come in this position, because this is the empty vacant position that is eligible for this one. So this has came here, right? Now rest everything will stay in its own place. So let's keep everyone in its own place. So this is our answer figure. Let's see if any of the options matches with this answer figure or not. The first one does not matches because minus is coming here, and we need a triangle. So first one is not the answer. Second one, let's see, triangle, minus, plus, filled one. Okay, so this is also wrong. Filled one should not be here. So third one, already triangle is only not there in the first position. Fourth one, triangle, minus, plus, empty circle, empty square, and then filled circle. Yes, this one is satisfying our case. Let's also check the last option also. So yes, here also plus is coming here, so this also does not satisfy. So you see, we have already created the diagram from our own, and we have also matched it. So the correct answer is option, like figure number 4, which is option number D. Okay, so the correct answer in this case is option D, figure 4. Hope you have understood the logic. If you have any questions or any doubts, let me know in the comment section. Let's look at this question. Observe the problem figures given and select one of the options from the answers figures, which will continue the same pattern followed in the problem figures. We have 5 problem figures from A to E. We have to tell which one will come in the next sequence. Okay, let's try to figure out, and the correct figure will be one of the figures given in the answers figures. Let's try to understand the pattern here. See, I'm drawing the initial image here. The initial or the first image, that is A image in the problem figure, is something like this, right? This is A image, right? Now if you notice what is happening in the second image, so second image is equals to X, circle and triangle. So these two are getting swapped, okay, and then these two are also getting swapped, right? If you see these two, when will get swapped, we will get equals to an X, and then when these two will get swapped, we will get circle and triangle, right? So this is how we have got by swapping these two things, okay. So we have got this one. Now from here to here, if you notice what is happening, this is one thing and this is one thing, okay. You can consider these two both are swapping completely. So if you see, circle and triangle will come here, and then equals to an X will be going top. So understood the logic? First of all, individually the swapping is happening amongst the characters, and then the complete grouping swapping is happening, okay. Now what is again next one? Next is again individual swapping that will happen. So circle and triangle will swap. So again it will be triangle here, circle here, and then this individual swapping will happen. So X and equals to will come, right? So this is our correct. Now what will happen in the next? Again grouping swapping will happen. So these two groups will be made, and then they both will be swapped together. So this triangle and circle will go up, and then X and equals to will come here. Now what is the next step that should have happened? In the last step, grouping swapping happened. So in this one, again individual swapping would happen. So this and this will swap. So it will be equals to an X, and then this and this will swap. So it will be circle and triangle. So let's see which of the given options we have this figure and this sequence that will be our correct image, okay. See, equal, X, circle, triangle. Yes, this seems to be correct one. For now, let us consider this as the option, but also let's look at other options also. The other options are X equals X, triangle, circle, which is wrong, because you know here it should be circle. So this one is totally wrong because it is starting with circle. This is also starting with circle, and this is starting with X. So this is also wrong. So the correct answer for this question is figure number 1, which is option number A. Hope you have understood it. Okay. The correct answer is option number A. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's look at this figure. Okay. So in this figure, we have to observe the problem figures first, and then we have to tell from the answers figures given that which will be the next in the pattern. Okay. That will come. So see, let's start analyzing this. We have 5 problems figures get this given to us. Let us understand the logic. Okay. See, in the first figure, if you notice what is happening, this was our first figure. Okay. And then what is happening? This is our second figure. So if you focus carefully by looking at all the figures, 2 lines are getting added in this figure. Okay. Let's see. Next, let's see the next figure. We have this one already in our last figure, and after that, what is happening? 1, 2, and 3. Right. So see, 1, 2, and 3. You should consider in this way. Okay. So 3 lines are adding here. Let's see option this figure number D. So let's see the previous figure to this first. Okay. So you don't have to count any of the previous figure lines. Okay. You have to count only the ones which are newly added. So now if you see again here, 1 and then 2. Again 2 lines are added. So till now we have seen the pattern that initially 2 was added, then 3, then 2. So alternate sequence of 2 and 3. Okay, let's now see figure number E, then our final logic will be decided. See, again till previously what was there, we don't have to consider that. So let me make the same figure till previous one. Okay, and then we will add how many? 3 lines according to our logic. Okay, so 1 line will be this, 2 and then 3, right? So 3 lines will be added here. So if you see, this complete answer is this one, right? This cutter I have just made it to make you understand the line count, but the correct diagram will be this. Okay, that is 6 kinds of inverted L's. So our logic is this, right? Our logic is this correct only, then 2, 3, 2, 3. So what should be the next pattern? Again 2 lines will get added. So let me make the next figure. So whatever was there in the previous figure will stay as it is, and then we have to add 2 more lines. So how 2 lines will be added? 1 is this, and then 2 is this. So this is our correct option. Let's see the option figures now and finally select our answer. The option 1 has only 1 line here, which is wrong. Option 2 has 2 lines, and this is exactly matching with our figure which we have reduced. So this is correct. Okay, this seems to be correct as of now, but let's also check the other options. So see, this one is again wrong because it has one extra line. This one is totally wrong. This is not even following our, because you know always we were moving from bottom to top, right? And this one is coming from top to bottom. So this is also wrong. Next is this one. Again here it has 3 lines, and that too it is coming from top to bottom. So this is also seems to be wrong. So the correct answer in our case will be figure number 2, which is let's see if we have that option. Okay, maybe the options are not correct, but the answer is figure number 2. Okay, so 1, 3, 4, 5 is there, but 2 is not there. So answer is option. Let's suppose that answer is E. Okay, so the correct answer for this case would be option number E, which is figure number 2. Okay, hope you have understood the logic. Moving on to the next question now. Let's look at this question. Observe the problem figures given and select one option from the answer figures, which will continue the same pattern followed in the problem figures. See, we have 5 problem figures, okay, A, B, C, D, and E. We have to tell which will be the next figure which will come in the sequence, okay, and the answer figure we have to select from the given answers figures. So let's start solving the problem, and let's first of all understand the logic that is implemented in this problem. See, our first thing is, here you will see one shaded portion, right? Now from figure A to B, what you have noticed that this shaded portion is moving one step ahead, right? So one step ahead, okay, so just writing that one step ahead shaded portion is moving. Now let's see in the next one. This shaded portion is moving here, right? Shaded portion is moving here, but at the same time shaded portion is getting incremented also. So one step ahead plus additional, right? Additional one more or incremented anything, right? So this is the logic that is happening in the second time. Let's see in the third time what is happening. So in the third time it is moving one step ahead, okay, as expected here, and it is also okay, so in the next step it is just moving ahead only, okay, like it is moving one by one position, and there is no additional extra added here, right? Because if you see, there were 2 triangles here, and then they have just moved one step ahead, okay, so no extra addition. So we can say again first one is only getting followed. So if we write 1 and 2, so in this figure 1 was getting followed, in this 2 was getting followed, again 1 is getting followed here in this third figure, and in the fourth one if you see, so this is like this is one triangle, this is another triangle, and then this is another triangle. So like one is moving ahead, okay, this one is moving ahead, this one is moving ahead, and this third one is getting added. So again this one is getting followed, okay, in this case, which is it is moving one step ahead, also at the same time one additional is also getting added. So if you have noticed the pattern, it is 1 2 1 2, means initially just moving forward, second is moving forward along with one increment also, again in the third one just moving forward, and again in the fourth one moving forward with one increment. So what should be the next one? Next one should be first one, which will be just move one step ahead. Okay, so if we move one step ahead, now let me make this diagram quickly. So see, this is our diagram, okay, that we have. This is our diagram. I think I have made it correct. Yeah. So according to our figure number E, which is our last figure, what is the condition that we have? These 3 are filled, right? This one, and this one, right? These 3 are filled. Now our logic is what we have to follow first pattern, right? According to this. So according to first pattern, how our answer figure will be? Let me quickly create it. So I have created the figure. Now let's shade the portion which will have the colors, okay? So see, this one will move here, so this one will be having, this one will move one step up, so this one will be shaded, and this one will move one step ahead. So totally our figure should have the shaded area as something like this, right? So this whole portion should be shaded, right? Hope you have understood it. So this should be the next figure in the series. Now let's check the answer series. See, this one is totally not the case, so we will just ignore this one, or we will eliminate this option because it has this extra triangle also colored. This one is also not the correct one because this area is empty in this one, so we will reject this one or eliminate it. Yes, this seems to be correct for now. So for now, let's consider this as one of the answers, and let's move forward. See, this area is also wrong because here it is empty, and here in this case it is filled. So this one is also wrong. In this part, again, this top portion is empty, right? This one is empty, so this is also we can eliminate. So the correct answer will be figure number 3. So out of the given options, if you see, which is figure number 3, A. Correct answer for this question is going to be figure number 3. Okay, that is option number A. Okay, moving on now to the next question. Let's look at this question. In the below question, one main figure is embedded in any of the 4 option figures. Find out the option which contains the main figures. Okay, which means this is our main figure. Okay, and these are our optional figures. If you see, let me mark it as 1 2 3 4 so that it is easier for us to understand. Now we have to tell that this main figure is coming in which of these answer figures, okay, and there will be only one figure in which this main figure is coming. Let's try to understand this. So see, first one looks very complex, so before solving the first one, let's try to understand second one. See, in second one, it should be having this line, right? This line should be there, so try to see if this line is coming or not. So here there is no such line, right? So we can say that this cannot be the answer, right? We can ignore this one. Let's see this one. Yes, this line is coming here. Okay, let's proceed further. Is this line here or not? Yes, this line is also here. Next line, yes, next line is even there, right? Moving forward, is this portion here? Yes, this portion is here. So far we are going good, but if you notice, this portion is not there, right? Which means this portion is not, this portion is missing, so we will mark this also as wrong one. Let's see the next one. Again, this portion is there, right? This portion is also there completely, but if you see, this portion is missing, right? This portion is not there, because of which fourth can also not be the answer. Now, since all three are we have eliminated, let's see if the figure comes in the first picture also or not. See, this one comes here, this top one also comes, this one also coming, this portion is coming, this portion is coming. If you focus my red ink on the first diagram, you will understand, yes, this given or the main figure is coming in the first answer figure. That is why the correct answer for this question will be option number C, that is first figure. Hence the correct answer will be option number C. Let's quickly move on to the next question. Let's look at this question. So in this question, what do we have is, in the below question, one main figure is embedded in any of the four options figures. Find out which option contains the main figure. So see, this is our main figure and these are our option figure. Okay, so you have to understand this one. Let me mark it with the numbers. So this is our figure number 1, this is figure number 2, this is figure number 3, and this is figure number 4. Okay, so we have to tell this main figure is coming in which of the optional figures. See, so first let us understand this one. So see, this main line, okay, this line is coming here. So far it is good, but if you see this portion is not coming correctly, right? This portion slantwise is not coming properly. So this one is the wrong answer in this case. Okay, let's move on to the next question, next option now. So in the next option we have this line. So yes, this line is also following. Then this slant part is not coming, right? Slant part, if you see, is not coming here. It is going straight. So that is wrong. That is why we have eliminated this also. In the third one, if you see, this line itself is not there. This line is there, but that is another line. Okay, this bigger line is not there. So that is why this is also not the correct one. Let's see in the fourth if we can find it out. Yes, so if you see this one, this can be our main line, right? Then this thing is coming. So this can be the one, okay, which is like these parts. Then we have these straight things, right? So if you see here, it is coming this one, and in this point here it is coming. So if you see in fourth option, it is coming correctly. So the correct answer for this will be option number B, which is fourth figure, right? Hope you have understood it. So guys, before we move on to the next question, if you are new to the channel, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, because it takes a lot of hard work to create this such type of content for all of you. So one like and share and comment motivates me a lot to bring such more content in future also. Okay, let's now look at this next question. Let's look at this question. Observe the problem figures given and select one option from the answer figures, which will continue the same pattern followed in the problem figures. Okay, so see, we have a problem figure, we have the answer figure, we have the problem figures are in sequence. We have to tell which will be the next in the sequence. Okay, and how we will select the answer figure based on the answer figures given to us. Let's try to solve this problem, and let's first of all understand the logic that is getting followed. See, if you observe figure number A, there are two symbols. Okay, and what is happening in the third figure? The last one is coming in the first position. Okay, last one is coming below the before the first one. Okay, which means previously it was something like this, right? We had just one triangle, one square and triangle, and then in the next figure, what is happening? Triangle is square is coming before triangle, and then one more sign is getting added, right? This is happening, which means one shift is happening. Okay, and then see, one shift is happening plus one new character is getting added. Okay, we can understand in this way. Let's see the next one now. Are we following the same pattern or not? See, we have three figures here, three symbols here. Now what is happening is this last one is coming here. Okay, the triangle is coming on the first position, and then one new is getting added. So if I'll show you here, so square and circle will stay in its own place. Okay, square and circle will stay. Triangle from last position, it will come to the first position, and after that one new symbol will be added, which is this one, right? So in this one, in this way we have got our new figure, right? Let's see which figure will come after this. So if you see, all the intermediate figures will stay as in its own place. So arrow, then this triangle, and this circle will always stay in its own place, and this last one will come before the first one, which means here it will come, right? And then one more new symbol will be added. So let's see what was the new symbol here. In this case, it was equals to. So if you see equal, square, arrow, triangle, and circle. So this is our new figure. In the same way, let's make the next figure. So intermediate ones will always stay like this. So if you see now, the intermediate ones are these. Okay, and the last one was circle, which will come to the first, and one more new will be added. So the new that was added is star. Okay, so we have got our this one also. Now is the time when we have to create or figure out our next figure. So I'm creating the next figure here again. So let's keep all the intermediates at its own place. So star, circle, equals, square, and then arrow. These are what? These are intermediate ones. And then the last position was triangle. So triangle will come on the first, and one more new will be introduced, which will come here. Okay, but since we don't know, let's see the options and then figure it out. See, first one cannot be the option because the arrow itself is not coming on the side or the corner, so we will reject it. Again, second also cannot be the one because if in our answer figure, arrow is coming in the corner. Third also cannot be the answer. Arrow is not coming in the corner. Yes, fourth can be the answer because arrow is coming. Let's see other characters. So arrow, square, equals, arrow, square, equals. So far it is good. And then circle, star, triangle, circle, star, triangle, and then one more new, which is hash. So yes, this is totally satisfying our condition. So for now, let us mark this one as the answer, and let's explore the last option also, last answer figure also. So see here also the arrow itself is not there in the first place, so we will reject this. Okay, so the correct answer in this case is going to be figure number 4, which is option number A. Hope you have understood the logic. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's look at this question. Observe the problem figures given and select the option from the answer figures, which will continue the same pattern and followed in the problem figures. See, we have 5 problem figures that are given to us. We have to tell in the sequence which figure will come, and that figure we have to select from the answer figures that are given to us. Now to solve this problem, what we will do is we will understand the logic that is getting followed. Okay, here. So see, if you notice, from first figure to second figure, what change is happening? See, plus is going there and minus is coming here, right? Minus and plus. Okay, so horizontal change is happening, but vertically circle and triangle are in its own place, right? So what I can write is here, horizontal change is happening. Okay, H means horizontal. Next, from B to C, what is happening? Let's see that. So minus and plus in its own place, and then triangle and circle are getting swapped. Okay, triangle and circle, which means here what is happening? Vertical swapping is happening. Okay, so which means I have written V. Let's see the next figure. So here, if you see plus and minus, okay, they are changing. Horizontal swapping is happening, but if you see vertical swapping is also happening. Okay, both are happening. So what I will write? H plus V, both is happening. Okay, horizontal plus vertical swapping, both are happening. Now let's see the next one. Again, plus and minus are getting swapped, which means horizontal swapping is happening, but on the vertical one it is staying same. So what we have seen the pattern, initially horizontal swapping, then vertical swapping, then both, and then continuing the same pattern, which means horizontal. So what should be the next one? Again, horizontal is happening, so after horizontal which should happen? Vertical. So let's now create a figure where vertical swapping happens. Okay, so as we see that in the next one, vertical swapping should happen. So horizontal things we will keep as it is. Okay, minus and plus will come as it is, and vertically we will swap these things, which means triangle will come here and circle will come here. So let's see now. Let's now compare the answers. So see, in the first one, triangle is coming in this place. So it is not the correct one. Instead of it, circle should come, right? Second one is also wrong because plus is coming here. Third one can be an answer. Let's see, but triangle is coming in this place, which means this is also not the correct one. Okay, in the fourth one, if you see triangle plus circle minus, this is also wrong because it should be triangle minus circle plus. Let's see the last one, triangle minus circle plus, which is this is the correct one. So our figure 5 is the correct, which means option C is the correct option. Okay, so the correct answer for this question is going to be option number C. Let's move on to the next question. Let's look at this question. Observe the following problem figures and given and select one option from the answer figures, which will continue the same pattern followed in the problem figures. We have 5 problem figures. We have to tell which one will come in the next sequence, and the answer figure we have to select from the answer figures given. Let's now understand the pattern that is getting followed. See, from option A, from figure number A to B, what change is happening, we have to see that. So see, rest everything is same, only the this pin and arrow is getting changed. Okay, so initially our pin was here and our arrow was here. Okay, understand this one. In figure A, our pin was here and arrow was here, but in figure B, what is happening? Our arrow is coming here and the pin is getting there. So does that mean are they getting swapped? Let's see in the next one. No, definitely they are not getting swapped, because if they are getting swapped, in the next one again figure A should come, right? So that is not the logic. First of all, let's try to think of some other logic. Okay, let's try to think of that, are they changing their positions every time, which means initially the pin was here. Okay, is it moving one step ahead, like in clockwise direction? Let's see the third one. Initially the pin was here, then it moved one step ahead, then it moved one more step ahead. then one more step ahead. So yes, this is the logic that is getting followed in terms of pin, that pin is moving ahead clockwise, right? Pin is moving one step clockwise. What about the arrow? So let's see the arrow. Okay, so if you see, arrow was initially here, then it moved here, which means anti-clockwise one step, then again one more step anti-clockwise, one more step backwards or anti-clockwise, again one more step backwards or anti-clockwise. So what we can say, arrow is moving anti-clockwise. Okay, anti-clockwise one step. So now let's try to figure out the answer for this problem. So let's see the last option, last figure that we have, and based on that we will create our own figure. So see, arrow was here. What we know, arrow moves how in which way? Arrow moves anti-clockwise. So if arrow is here, in the next figure arrow should come here, right? And we know this pin moves how? Pin moves in the clockwise direction, which means if pin is here, it should be here in the next direction. So pin should go there. So this is our correct position. Okay, rest everything will stay as it is. So you can make that figure. Okay, that is not a problem, but you understood it. We have to basically see this sequence. Okay, so this sequence we have to search for in the answer section. Let's see. Yeah, first itself is following the pattern, but let's also check the rest of the options also. See, second is not following because pin is coming here. Third is also not following because none of them are in its correct position, right? No, pin is in correct position, but arrow is not in its correct position. Third one is also wrong and fourth one is also wrong. So the correct answer is figure 1. So the correct answer for this question is going to be option number D. Let's now move on to the next question. Let's look at this question. Observe the problem figures given and select one option from the answer figures, which will continue the same pattern followed in the problem figures. We have 5 problem figures. We have to tell which one come next in the sequence. Okay, and the answers figure we have to select from these given answer figures. Let's try to understand the pattern that is getting followed. See, in the first one we have these 4 as the symbols. Okay, this is image A. Now if you see in the image B, what is happening? Circle is going one step ahead, triangle is also going one step ahead, X is going one step ahead, and equals is going one step ahead, which means this circle was in this place. Okay, so it will go in the next place, and then triangle will go in its next place, which means here. X will go to the next place, which means here, and equals to will go one step ahead, which means equal here. So everyone is changing their position in this way. Okay, one step ahead. Okay, this is B. Let's see option figure C. Are they following the same pattern? Let's quickly create in this way. So if all of them changes their position, equal will come here, circle will go here, triangle will go here, and X will go here. Let's see if this is the same that we have. Yes, X equals circle triangle. So now we have understood the logic. In the same way, fourth is also happening. If you see, X is going here, equal is coming down here, circle is going here, and then triangle is going upwards. In the same way, here also that is happening same. Triangle is coming here, X is going down, X is equals to is coming here, and circle is going here. Let's now try to figure out the final answer problem. So I'm first of all noting down the E figure. So in E figure we have this condition. Let's try to see once we send all by one position, how we will get the answer. Circle will come here, triangle will come here, X will come here, and equals to will come here. This is going to be our answer figure. Let's see the options now. First one is wrong because equals to is not in the first place. Second one is correct. Okay, so yes, if you see equals, circle, triangle, and X. So for now this is the correct answer. And guys, if you notice all the options in one go, only equals is coming in this place in this answer. Okay, in this second figure, rest nowhere equal is there. So you can quickly eliminate all the rest of the options and you can say yes, second only is the correct figure. So the correct answer for this question is going to be option number A. Let's now move on to the next question. So guys, so far we have solved so many problems. Now I have 2 DIY problems for you. Okay, DIY as in do it yourself problem. So the answer of these problems you need to solve and tell it in the comment section. I am not going to tell the answer of these questions. Let's see what are the question. The question is, observe the problem figures given and select one of the options from the answer figures, which will continue the same pattern followed in the problem figures. Okay, so we have the problem figures. We have to tell which one will come next in the series. Okay, and answer figures you have to select from these given answers. Accordingly you have to select the correct option. This is your DIY question number 1. Let's see the DIY question number 2. So your DIY question number 2 is also like this only. Same, you have series okay, of figures and you have to tell which figure will come next in the series. Okay, and the answer figure you have to select from the answer figures given. Based on that you have to finally select your options. This is your DIY question number 2. Make sure to attempt both the DIY questions and write down the answer of these questions in the comment box. So guys, that's all for today's videos. Hope you found it helpful. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section. Make sure to join me on Telegram, and you can even follow me on Instagram and ask your queries in the Instagram DM as well. And guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to do so that you don't miss any important updates from the channel. So that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching the video.